We don't just admire celebrities, we absorb them. Their faces flood our screens, their voices echo in our homes, their lives feel larger than life. For a while, they seem untouchable, almost eternal. But what happens when the spotlight fades? This video isn't about aging. It's about unraveling of appearances, of reputations, of carefully maintained illusions. We're diving into 15 iconic figures whose transformations are so extreme, they make you question everything you thought you knew about fame. Some were once symbols of perfection. Others radiated power, charm, or danger. But over time, the image cracked, and what emerged underneath was often far more human and far more disturbing. Number 7 will leave you speechless, not just for how much they changed, but what that change reveals. This isn't gossip. This is a reckoning, a glimpse into how fame can elevate, isolate, and eventually consume. I've spent months researching the stories behind these transformations, stories that go beyond facelifts or fading beauty. These are collapses, moral, emotional, and physical. So settle in, because this isn't just a list. It's a descent. Let's begin. Number 15. Chevy Chase, from leading man to cautionary tale. Once a towering figure in comedy, Chevy Chase was the face of Saturday Night Live's original success and a bona fide box office star. With films like Fletch and Vacation, he combined leading man looks with unmatched comedic timing. But behind the laughs was a man building a reputation for arrogance, cruelty, and alienation. Chase left SNL after one season, clashed violently with co-stars like Bill Murray, and made racist and misogynistic remarks that alienated collaborators across decades. Today, at 81, Chase appears physically and socially diminished. His once athletic frame is bloated, his movements slow and strained, and his once bright presence dulled by years of bitterness. Even when given second chances, such as on the hit show Community, he managed to alienate cast and crew with his behavior, burning bridges to the end. The man who once defined American comedy now serves as a stark reminder that talent without humility leads only to isolation. Number 14. Madonna, refusing to surrender to time. Madonna built a legacy on reinvention, but her latest evolution has many questioning where the artistry ends and the desperation begins. At 65, the Queen of Pop has gone to extreme lengths to defy aging, through cosmetic procedures that have rendered her nearly unrecognizable. But it's not just her appearance that's changed. Her performances often feel strained, her social media content bizarre and unsettling. Instead of aging into grace and wisdom, she clings to youth like a mask that no longer fits. Madonna could have redefined aging in the entertainment industry. Instead, she's become an uncomfortable emblem of its denial. Number 13. StevenSeagal, action star turned allegory of decay. In the 1980s, StevenSeagal was a martial arts powerhouse with an aura of mystique. But today, he's a figure of ridicule, his body bloated, his movement slow, and his legacy mired in controversy. Seagal clings to the trappings of his former image: dark clothing, dyed ponytail, and staged martial arts demonstrations. But the illusion no longer holds. With dozens of sexual misconduct allegations and a bizarre alliance with Vladimir Putin, Seagal's decline is not only physical but ethical and ideological. His fall is more than a cautionary tale. It's a surreal parody of everything he once stood for. Number 12. Rudy Giuliani, America's mayor no more. Once hailed for his leadership after September 11th, Rudy Giuliani has undergone one of the most dramatic public reversals in modern memory. At 81, Giuliani looks frail, gaunt, and disoriented, a physical match for the chaos he now represents. His role in post-election conspiracy theories, legal scandals, and unhinged media appearances has eroded every ounce of the gravitas he once carried. What began as a story of heroism ended in tragedy, a reminder that legacy is never final. Number 11. Mickey Rourke, a face forever altered. Mickey Rourke was once one of the most compelling, handsome actors of his generation, but after trading Hollywood for boxing, his face became the battleground, subjected to numerous reconstructive surgeries and later, botched cosmetic procedures. Now in his 70s, Rourke bears the marks of a man who's both fought and fled from himself. His physical transformation is a living metaphor for a career and soul forever reshaped by pain. Number 10. Courtney Love, Beauty in Ruin. Courtney Love was once a raw force of nature, talented, fearless, chaotic. But years of substance abuse, plastic surgery, and public outbursts have etched a different story onto her face. At 60, she looks decades older, her once fierce charisma dulled by time and trauma. Her strained relationship with her daughter and erratic online presence make it clear the damage wasn't just physical, it was personal. Number 9. Axl Rose, The Fall of a Rock God. Axl Rose was the embodiment of rock excess, wild, brilliant, and iconic. But the years have not been kind. His voice, once one of rock's most powerful instruments, is now a shadow of its former self. His appearance, bloated and tired, belies the fire he once brought to the stage. Unlike some, Rose has shown occasional moments of self-awareness, acknowledging his vocal decline. But the image of the dangerous, electric frontman has long faded. Number 8. Brigitte Bardot, Beauty and Bitterness. Brigitte Bardot was once the world's most celebrated beauty. Today, she is virtually unrecognizable, physically weathered and morally tarnished. Having retreated from the limelight to focus on animal activism, Bardot also turned to far-right politics and has been repeatedly convicted for hate speech in France. Her face shows the passage of time, her words, the erosion of grace. Number 7. MarlonBrando, Genius Gone to Ruin. No fall from grace is more profound than MarlonBrando's. Once the epitome of talent and allure, he became a recluse, weighing nearly 400 pounds and descending into eccentricity and chaos. From wearing an ice bucket on his head on set to abandoning his children to tragic fates, Brando's legacy is one of brilliance wasted. His decline wasn't just physical, it was existential. Number 6. Val Kilmer, och courage mitt decline. Val Kilmer's fall wasn't marked by scandal, but by illness. After throat cancer robbed him of his voice and health, Kilmer aged rapidly, transforming from Top Gun heartthrob to a fragile, yet dignified survivor. Unlike others, Kilmer faced his decline with humility. His body may have failed him, but his spirit, creative and defiant, remains intact. Number 5. LindsayLohan, a star that burned too fast. LindsayLohan's youthful charm made her a household name, but by her 20s, years of addiction and legal trouble had aged her far beyond her years. Today, at 38, she looks older than many in their 50s. Despite efforts at a comeback, the shadow of her past still looms large. Number 4. Nick Nolte, from leading man to lost figure. Named People's Sexiest Man Alive in 1992, Nick Nolte embodied rough charm, but addiction took its toll. His mugshot, wild-haired and dazed, became symbolic of his transformation. Still acting, Nolte now plays characters who resemble the man he's become, gravel-voiced, weathered, and unpredictable. Number 3. Terrence Howard, eccentricity overcomes excellence. Terrence Howard was poised to dominate Hollywood, Oscar-nominated and cast in Iron Man. But arrogance, erratic behavior, and bizarre pseudoscience interviews derailed his career. At 55, he appears worn down by both public and personal battles. He may never reclaim what once seemed certain. Number 2. Gary Busey, a brain injury and a broken image. Gary Busey's motorcycle accident in 1988 changed everything. His face, once handsome, became exaggerated and alien. His personality shifted too, toward unpredictability and confusion. Now a staple of reality TV, Busey has become a caricature of himself, his deterioration more tragic than entertaining. Number 1. OJSimpson, from hero to pariah. No transformation on this list is more complete than OJSimpson's. From celebrated athlete and actor to convicted criminal and national villain, his decline is a study in moral collapse. By his final years, he was physically diminished and socially exiled, his once radiant smile replaced by a haunted gaze. Fame gave him everything, until justice and time took it all away.